Hi, now we'll take a look at the alert management OpenLM has, meaning that OpenLM can notify you when certain criteria are met. So in order to get to the alert management, we'll need to go to Start, Administration, we'll go to Alerts Management next, and we can add a new rule. So let's click Add Rule right here. And we can give it a name, so let's call it Rule 1. Severity of it will be an alert. And we can decide when we want to get notified. So do you want to get notified every Sunday, every Monday, or just any time of any day? So let's just click Save. And now we have Rule 1 in blue. And in light blue, we can see conditions and actions within that rule. So which conditions do we have? Let's click on Type. Now we see all the different conditions that we can choose from. So we can choose feature usage percentage, for example. Let's click Add. Let's see what it gives us. So we can get notified if the usage percentage goes over 90%, for example. Now, do we want that as single feature, when it goes over 90%, get notified, or all the selected features? Now I'll select the feature right here. I'll just select all of them. And when a single one goes over 90%, I want to get notified about it. So I click OK. And I have this condition right here, if the usage percentage is over 90%. But let's say that we also want to know if a license is being duplicately used, meaning one user pulled two licenses, meaning opened the same application twice on the same machine. So we'll select duplicate license usage and click Add. Now we can define what we mean by duplicate license usage, if it's on the same machine but different users, if it's the same user but different machines. You can define, but let's set it to same license on the single workstation. We'll select all the features that we want. Click OK. And now we have these two conditions right here, usage percentage and duplicate license usage. But now we see that we have an AND here, meaning that this will only trigger if usage percentage is over 90% and duplicate license usage. But we don't want this and that. We want to have both of them. So we want to click and we now change it to OR. So if it's over 90% or duplicate license usage, then you'd want to get notified. So let's see what else we got here. Feature expiration date. So let's select feature expiration date and click Add. And we can define that if the license is like 14 days from being expired, then we'll get notified. So we know that the license is about to expire and that we need new licenses. So let's select all the features that we want, click OK, change the AND to an OR, and let's continue. License servers not responding. Let's click that and click Add. Now this is pretty self-explanatory. If a license server is not responding, then let me know. Click OK. Again, we'll change that to OR. Now, user is not assigned to a default group. Let's click Add. That means that if you have all your users grouped, meaning that you pull users from your Active Directory and everybody is grouped, so you can get notified if someone opened an application, checked out a license, but is not a part of any group, meaning that it's an unauthorized usage. So let's change this again to OR, because I want all of them to work. Default project is the same. Usage session duration, so let's choose that and click Add. So if the session goes over, let's say 10 hours, 600 minutes, for any of these features, then I want to get notified. Lastly, we got total number of denials in a predefined period, meaning that let's say I have 100 denials in 10 minutes, then something is wrong with the license manager. Maybe it's up, but maybe the license file is set wrong. Maybe the license server is simply not giving out licenses. So you'd want to get notified about it. So click OK, change this to OR, and now we would like to get an email of when something happens, when an infraction trips the condition. So let's click on Type under Actions and select Send an Email. We'll add. Now we can add an address or a certain user that has an email there. We can notify the involved user, and we can add a customized title. So the title will be Alert from OpenLM. That will be the title of the email. So I'll set the email address here, click OK, and now we have an action, send an email, under actions right here. Now send an SMS, simply sends an SMS to where you set it to. Show an application alert, so it pops up a notification in OpenLM, or simply create an event in the event log. Now you can run a program, meaning that you can run a custom command on the broker, or you can run a broker command on the broker, which is start, stop, reread, restart, and a custom one. And that's it. Once we click save, then the rule will be saved, and if we want we can minimize it and add another rule. And that's about it. Thanks.